point of us going testing is to try the settings that are available for us to try on the bike, which for most times the same settings are available to try when you're at a race weekend. But at a race weekend you've only got 3 practice sessions and then you're into qualifying, so you can't really spend any time taking, let's say, a risky strategy to try something new in the fear that it won't work, because then you've lost a session, you haven't improved your time, and you know the urgency is about getting the best time you can get as quickly as you can, and always work forward. So if ever you make a change and it's let's say a bad change where you can't improve your lap time, that's a huge loss on a race weekend. You really can't afford to have sessions like that. We're at Cadwell Park. Unfortunately this year we haven't had any real proper time to test. As a rebound from the disappointment at Brands Hatch, we found it more urgent to get back onto the track and work on some settings and try and find a direction that will improve our performance on track. So here we are. See how this next couple of hours goes. So most of the time at race weekends you stick to settings that you know, settings you're familiar with, settings that have worked in the past, settings that have worked at another track, and that sort of is like the playing it safe kind of card. Whereas if you just got a test day or some test hours as we had today, you'll try something that's a bit different, a bit left field, possibly a combination you haven't tried before, and it doesn't really matter if you go slower, or it doesn't matter if it loses grip, or it doesn't matter if it's hard on the tyre wear, because it's just a test day. You know, we're going to pack up the truck and go away from here, and it's not going to affect or influence anything. So you feel like you've got this luxury of ability to change and try things that you haven't tried before. Today we went through a variety of setting changes that are fairly consistent with what we would change in a race weekend anyway, so it's nothing revolutionary, but there's a few areas that had question marks around them because at different tracks we've had different results and it needed more time, and obviously at race weekends you can't spend too much time changing the bike because you know there's qualifying and races to be done, so you just can't do it. So there's a few areas that just needed clarification to be sure that where we are with some settings is in the right place, and settings that we are avoiding using is because for good reason, because they don't work. So a lot of what we did today wasn't really, you know, interesting in lap time and stuff. It was just confirming suspicions of what we had. Did highlight a few areas where we want to work on, so that's good because it gives us a direction and a focus, a clear focus on what area of the bike needs adjusted and where we need to spend the most time. You know, even if it's a negative in the fact that it's an area that you want to fix on the bike, it's good to be able to have clarity as to what that is. So the swing arm in our bike has a variety of adjustments that can be made to affect the flex. So the idea is to have more flex to, let's say, generate more grip, but then when it's got more flex, then you generate more instability when you move from the edge up to the center of the tire. So you try and create stability so the bike is is comfortable to ride, but then you'll lose grip. So we're working out and we're trying to adjust and during the test adjust the flex in different areas and trying to determine which gives the best grip and whilst maintaining, let's say, the least compromise for stability. So that was an area that we sort of focused on during this test.